Welcome to the first lecture of Chapter 1, Define Climate Change and Differentiate Between Weather and Climate. This is a concept that underpins the entire SCR exam. Starting with climate change refers to the long-term shift in global or regional climate patterns, typically measured over a period of 30 years or more. These shifts include changes in average temperature, precipitation, sea levels, and the frequency and severity of extreme weather events. According to the IPCC, the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change refers to, and I quote, a change in the state of the climate that can be identified by changes in the mean and/or variability of its properties and that persists for an extended period, typically decades or longer. In much simpler terms, if we observe that the global average temperature has increased by, for example, 1 degree Celsius since pre-industrial times, and sea levels are steadily rising, those are signs of climate change, not just unusual weather. Now let's distinguish between the two related but distinct concepts, weather and climate. Weather is the short-term condition of the atmosphere at a given place and time. It includes temperature, rainfall, wind, humidity, cloud cover, etc. For example, a thunderstorm in Sydney this afternoon is a weather event. On the other hand, climate describes the average pattern of weather, including its variability, over longer periods, typically 30 years. It's what you expect for a location, for example, a tropical climate in Jakarta. For the purposes of the exam, a popular mnemonic is, climate is what you expect, and weather is what you get. So while weather can change in minutes or days, climate is the long-term statistical average of weather patterns, and climate change refers to significant, persistent shifts in those long-term patterns. An example exam question could be, a risk manager observes an unusual warm weather in New York and flags it as climate change. Is this correct? So this is incorrect because one warm winter is a weather anomaly. To qualify as climate change, it must be part of a statistically significant multi-decade trend. The reason why we spent so long to understand these two is because this distinction is essential. Many SCR questions, especially scenario-based ones, challenge candidates to determine whether an observed event indicates short-term variability or long-term climate risk exposure. Your ability to spot this difference is foundational to effective climate risk assessments.